Was it possible for XRP to attain an astounding valuation of $20,000? The trajectory of Ripple appears to indicate that this is the case, despite the fact that it may sound ambitious. Ripple is getting ready to add more funds to the XRP ledger, which is a move that has the potential to naturally increase the value of the XRP digital currency. The most recent techniques employed by the company suggest a change away from attracting regular investors and toward placing a greater emphasis on institutional players. On the other hand, this is not only a piece of gossip or a tiny excerpt from an upcoming video sample. Ripple's director has provided an explanation for this position on his own. Currently, Ripple is reorganizing its priorities, putting less of an emphasis on individual investors. Even the possibility of providing an exit plan for people who are holding XRP with the intention of repurchasing it has been considered. A greater number of institutional investors are the target audience for this strategy, which is designed to attract them. It is not difficult to understand how the Ripple system operates at its most fundamental level. RippleInit and the XRP coin that is connected with it are items that the Ripple Corporation offers to customers who are also businesses. This allotted XRP is then utilized by institutions in order to speed transactions with partners across the globe. Once the transaction is finalized, Ripple will get a commission for the utilization of the system in the XRP that is provided. Additionally, Ripple's revenue in the form of fees continues to increase as an increasing number of companies embrace the Ripple framework and get XRP. Greetings and thank you for visiting Shiba Inu Land, your one-stop shop for anything and everything pertaining to XRP. In the event that you are new to this site, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell in order to receive the most recent information regarding all of our XRP discussions. Having fun with my content? Show your appreciation by giving that thumbs up and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. However, contrary to what you may believe, Ripple does not find dealing with ordinary investors to be as lucrative or enticing. When it comes to distributing XRP to the general people, they are not extremely enthusiastic. Now let's take a closer look at a particular section in which the director of Ripple makes a clear statement about their plan. They are being quite clear about the fact that they are trying to dissuade individual investors from investing in XRP, because that is not where their core interest rests. On the other hand, taking a step back, many people enter the world of cryptocurrencies with the intention of trading and making rapid riches. Is this strategy, which is driven by profit and focuses on the short term, influencing the development of cryptocurrencies? In this case, it's a typical case of chicken or egg. In the first place, you need to have a market that is doing well. It is estimated that there are between 105,200 exchanges throughout the world that are now dealing XRP. This is driven by individuals who are searching for short-term returns, which accounts for a significant contribution. However, Ripple is not interested in pursuing that transitory glimmer. Instead, they have set a more lofty objective, which is to establish XRP as a strategic financial instrument that may serve as a linking mechanism for sophisticated institutions. Does the presence of these short-term traders shake up the waters? Without a doubt, they generate a buzz, which is something that Ripple could do without. However, there is a change on the horizon. Slowly but surely the tide is turning. To give just one example, institutional players purchased the vast bulk of the XRP that was sold during the most recent quarter. When the scales tilt firmly away from regular traders and lean toward institutions with the ability to use XRP for broad-scale financial activities, the genuine change will become apparent. It is evident from the content of the film, as well as the direct comments made by the director of Ripple. It is Ripple's intention to move away from concentrating on retail investors. They are more interested in repurchasing XRP from these individual investors, to be more specific, transferring it to institutional entities and generating money from the transaction fees that are generated as a result of this reallocation. Regardless of whether or not we agree with it, that is the strategic plan in its entirety. When it comes to directing the flow of revenue and tying it to the valuation of XRP, everything is about it. Remember that we mentioned previously that there is a possibility that the price of XRP might surpass that of Bitcoin. It takes us to the question that everyone is asking. When it comes to the wild assertions that XRP might surge to $20,000 or perhaps more, is there any truth to those statements? It was in an article that was published on June 3rd, 2023. That at that time, I happened to come across a revelation that was nothing short of absolutely fascinating. Arthur Brito, who was one of the co-founders of Ripple, predicted that the value of XRP would stand at $10,000. What explains this? The scalability of XRP across the globe. The fundamental idea behind the design of XRP was that it was developed with a valuation of $10,000 in mind. This was done to ensure that it could scale up to the point where it could serve the 7.5 billion population that exists internationally. In this essay, Brito's lofty vision for XRP was highlighted, and his steadfast faith in the digital currency's potential for widespread acceptance and massive scalability was demonstrated. As stated in the article, if a lofty goal price of $10,000 were to be established for XRP, it would be positioned to become one of the most sought-after digital assets currently available on the market. The fact that Herschel Abridger places such high emphasis on global scalability lends credence to the notion that XRP was developed to make it easier to conduct larger-scale transactions. It is a demonstration of its capacity to fluidly weave through a variety of businesses and to communicate with a wide range of populations, all while preserving its transparency. It's not just a theory that this mass adoption is happening. Signs are already beginning to appear. There is a clear indication that XRP is being integrated into financial institutions all across the world, including multinational banks. Even national central banks that are experimenting with digital currencies are not immune to the influence of this phenomenon. To put it simply, entities, whether they are companies or countries who have the goal of launching their own digital currencies issued by their central banks, are forming partnerships with Ripple in order to harness the power of the XRP ledger. On the other hand, the expansion does not end there. There are rumors going around that Elon Musk is about to enter the world of cryptocurrencies or cryptocurrency startups. It is possible to include it into the payment system of X.com, which is a platform that is prepared to create significant ripples in the financial sector. As a response, a high-ranking executive from Ripple responded by stating that X.com would be able to significantly profit from integrating XRP and that this integration might actually take place. The individual Brendan Barry is bringing attention to these rumors. Considering that he is Ripple's chief of payment products, his observations are very relevant. She has a long and illustrious job history, which includes stints at major companies such as Amazon and Slack. The perspective that he provides to these talks gives them additional weight. The fact that he has recently tweeted about XRP makes it quite evident that he is keeping an eye on the subject area. He distributed a Coinkly graph that provided a hint about the possibility of X's platform incorporating Bitcoin in accordance with its methodology for sharing ad revenue. This gave rise to widespread conjecture. Would it be possible for X's platform to incorporate Bitcoin payments? A sentiment was conveyed in response to the tweet that Elon had sent. In order for X to fully establish itself as the leading platform for artists, cryptocurrencies ought to be at the center of its operations. What I think is this: with no humor in order to achieve complete clarity. X ought to take into consideration compensating creators in, or what could be referred to as the currency of creators, in order to achieve the highest possible level of honesty and quality. A game changer for me would be something like this if I were a maker. On the other hand, there is a catch. After taking into account the price of foreign exchange, wire fees, and other such expenses, the typical amount of money that a creator receives may be reduced to a mere few cents. In the event that X does not keep a pool of funds in target markets, which is a method that requires a significant amount of capital, the cost for X to transfer gains may be greater than the actual amount that is owed to the creator. Additionally, the site would have to shift its focus to authors who already have bank accounts